Let's be honest, you don't actually struggle to find movies on Netflix. You struggle to find something that doesn't waste your time. You open Netflix, scroll for 20 minutes, add a few action films to your list, and still end up watching nothing. Because the algorithm keeps pushing the same safe titles while some of the most intense, underrated action movies are completely buried. So I went deep and pulled out 10 Netflix action films that actually hit hard. We're talking brutal fights, high-tension standoffs, military chaos, car chases, and pure survival energy. And trust me, by the time we hit number 1, you'll wonder how you ever skipped it. Let's get into it.
We had a Crime Stopper tip come in on this address.
Shit. There's $1.4 million in this bucket. Eyeball full.
Stay off the radios, no call-outs.
What would you do with this? Just this. Everything.
At number 10, we have The Rip, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck as Miami detectives. That alone should tell you things are about to get messy. They execute a massive cash seizure during a raid, and suddenly find themselves staring at life-changing money. Enough money to fix everything. Debt, problems, futures, gone. But there's one condition. To keep it, they have to betray everything they stand for. And that's where the real fight begins. Not bullets, not action, but trust breaking down between partners who've worked together for years. Every conversation becomes suspicious. Every silence feels heavier. Joe Carnahan builds this like a pressure cooker where greed slowly takes over logic.
It's hunting us, and it won't stop. No comms, no flares, no firearms. We need to move.
At number 9, we have War Machine. This starts like a military training film. Elite Ranger recruits pushing through the final 24 hours of selection. Physical exhaustion, mental breakdown, tactical pressure, and then everything collapses. Because deep in the forest, they discover something impossible. A giant alien machine buried underground. And it wakes up. Suddenly, training is meaningless. Strategy is meaningless. Survival is everything. The squad shifts from disciplined soldiers to desperate survivors in seconds. What makes this work is how grounded the military side feels. You believe these are real soldiers, real tactics, real fear, and then the sci-fi horror hits like a wall.
Something got into my gear last night and took everything.
I'm sorry. It's a drastic bummer. You hungry?
Just kind of looking for that gear.
At number 8, we have Apex, a survival thriller that feels painfully real. Charlize Theron plays a climber trying to escape her past by isolating herself in the Australian wilderness. But the wilderness is not empty. Someone is watching her, a tracker who knows every inch of the terrain. And now she's being hunted in a place where there is nowhere to run. No backup, no signal, no safety. The environment itself becomes an enemy. Heat, distance, silence. And the hunter is always one step ahead. This is pure cat and mouse survival tension. At number 7, we have Extraction 1 and 2. Chris Hemsworth as Tyler Rake, a mercenary thrown into missions that feel impossible from the start. And these films are famous for one thing: the way they shoot action. Long, continuous sequences that drag you straight into chaos. You're not watching fights. You're inside them. Gunfire in tight corridors. Explosions without warning. Hand-to-hand combat that feels exhausting. The prison escape sequence alone feels like a full war movie inside one shot. But what keeps it grounded is Tyler Rake himself. He gets hurt. He slows down. He struggles. And that makes every moment feel real.
And this was cash?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you describe suspect?
Big guy, must weigh 250.
We're gonna hold on to this money.
I didn't get his badge number, but his last name's Marston.
You're gonna need to leave.
Next suspect number 2.
At number 6, we have Rebel Ridge. This one is quiet. Until it isn't. A former Marine enters a small town to post bail for his cousin. Simple mission. But corrupt police seize his money illegally and underestimate him completely. Big mistake. Because this isn't a man who reacts emotionally. He calculates every move, every outcome, every weakness. The tension builds slowly, like a coiled spring. And when it finally breaks, it's controlled violence, not chaos. This is one of the most realistic modern action thrillers on Netflix.
Should make.
At number 5, we have Lost Bullet. A mechanic with a criminal past gets framed for murder. and the only proof of his innocence is a single bullet trapped inside a missing car. That's it. So now it becomes a high-speed hunt across roads, tunnels, and highways. But what makes it special is the driving. No fake CGI overload. Real crashes. Heavy impacts. Cars that feel like weapons instead of props. Every chase feels dangerous because nothing looks polished. Just raw speed and desperation.
What you got for me? Oh.
We got footage of our suspect. Do you know him?
At number 4, we have Havoc. Tom Hardy enters a collapsing city full of corruption, gangs, and violence. A drug deal goes wrong, and suddenly every faction in the city starts hunting everyone else. Hardy's character gets trapped in the middle and forced to fight his way out. What follows is pure chaos. Apartment fights, nightclub shootouts, kitchen brawls. Every location becomes a battlefield. The action is brutal, heavy, and exhausting in the best way. Gareth Evans brings that raw, physical energy where every punch looks painful.
You must be Lloyd.
What gave it away?
The trash stash. It leans Lloyd.
Easy.
At number 3, we have The Gray Man. Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans in a global spy war. Gosling is a CIA operative who discovers secrets that make him a target. So the agency sends their most unhinged assassin, Chris Evans. And he is chaos in human form. What follows is a worldwide chase. Explosions in cities. Train destruction. Castles collapsing under gunfire. But the fun comes from the contrast. Gosling stays calm and precise. Evans is unpredictable and violent. Every interaction feels like pressure building toward explosion.
Satu kehidupan kecil yang sudah di ujung tanduk. Mungkin aja.
At number 2, we have The Night Comes for Us. This is not normal action. This is survival violence. An assassin refuses to kill a child and turns against his own organization. And that decision triggers a nonstop hunt. Every fight in this movie is brutal, fast, messy, and painful. Weapons include knives, glass, hooks, anything available. Nobody is safe. Nobody fights clean. People bleed, fall, recover, and keep going. It feels like watching exhaustion in real time. If you think action movies are too soft, this will change your mind. At number 1, we have Copshop. A small-town police station becomes a war zone. A con artist gets arrested on purpose to hide from a hitman. But the hitman gets arrested too. Now both are trapped inside the same building. And neither can leave. What starts as control quickly turns into chaos. Every hallway becomes dangerous. Every officer becomes a potential victim. Frank Grillo and Gerard Butler turn the entire station into a psychological battlefield. Nobody knows who to trust. Nobody knows when violence will break out. And that tension never drops. It's tight, sharp, and endlessly entertaining. And that's your list. 10 Netflix action movies that actually deserve your attention. Now I want to know, which one are you watching first? And if you think I missed a better one, fight me in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.